Do you want to do a quick crispy trivia
Oh,
before we get out of
you
here?
actually have trivia?
I do
What
have
could you
trivia,
what could
and
you
I have a
possibly have
surprise
trivia
for you.
about? We're about to quiz Morgan on his knowledge of the SAG-AFTRA contract.
Are you ready for this surprise? I'm so excited to share this with you,
Oh,
Morgan.
this is the
And
surprise you were talking about.
this is
Okay.
the surprise. Are you ready?
Crispy Trivia.
TCPP's crispy trivia.
Crispy
You made
Trivia.
one. And you made a little how'd you make this?
I put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into it. Took a while to come up with the graphic. And full disclosure, it is 100% not AI made, even though it looks way more polished than I thought it was going to. It is
Hashtag made by humans, guys.
Yep. But yeah, I thought that'd be, we have been talking about for a while. We needed a jingle and a splash page for Crispy Trivia. So I put my
Wait, play it again,
creative
because
hat on.
I was stupidly talking during it. Play it again. Play it again.
All right, I gotta bring it up again.
Crispy Trivia.
It's great.
You like that?
That's great. That's
I thought it
pretty.
was
That's
fun.
pretty nifty. That'll be fun to have.
Yeah. So this week's Crispy Trivia is going to be a little bit different than our typical trivia because I was not able to find a quiz where I could also not view the answers ahead of time. So this one is just a Jason quizzes Morgan. And it is, in fact,
so it is
about
a quiz
the strike.
on Morgan's knowledge of the SAG-AFTRA contract.
Yeah, it's about the strike that happened in 2023, which I think you're pretty well versed on, so I think you'll be fine. But
I don't know. I feel like I'm about to be exposed as a fraud.
I guess we'll find out. So, without further ado, welcome to this week's episode of Crispy Trivia. Morgan, are you ready to play the game?
I have my imaginary buzzer ready. I'm playing against myself.
Fantastic. I'm going to present it with 14 questions. They are all multiple choice. They are all related to the Hollywood strike of 2023. Are you ready for question number one?
Go ahead.
All right. Question number one. How long has it been since the last strike of the Writers Guild of America happened before the one that took place in 2023? Your options are 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, or 15 years.
Yeah, I know that there was a strike in 2009, if I'm remembering correctly. Guys, dates are not my strong suit. So it's asking when the last strike before 2023 was.
Correct. Of the Writers Guild of America, so the WGA specifically.
Okay, and the options were 5 years, 10 years, and 20 years. So
5, 10, 20, or 15.
15. So 15 would be 2009.
Is that your answer?
Unless there was a strike in the 2010s that I don't know about. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Honestly, it's not that serious. So even if you guess, it's not a big deal.
I'm gonna go. It is that serious, Jason. It's always that serious. I'm gonna go 15.
15 is correct. Points
Okay.
are on the board. Question number two. What was the main reason for the Writers Guild of America going on strike? Was it disputes over streaming revenue, disagreements over DVD sales, increased pay, better residuals, and protections against AI, or a lack of healthcare benefits?
It's C. That's definitely C. Although the A and D, I feel like were also topics, but C was the primary reason.
He is 2 for 2, folks. And question number three. Who represents the major studios in the negotiation with the WG? Let me take that again. Who represents the major studios in negotiations?
Jason.
Who represents the major studios in negotiations with the Writers Guild of America? Is it the AMPTP, the SAG, the WGA, or the DGA?
Hold on. The SAG.
I'm just reading the question as it's written. I didn't make this quiz.
Guys, man, this is a hard one. It's not like we said it 50 billion times during the episode. The AMPTP.
This is a did anybody pay attention during the episode quiz?
It's truly.
That's what it's gonna be. The AMPTP is correct. Next question. What has transformed the industry according to the video? Which I don't know what video it's talking about, but what has transformed the industry? Is it A, broadcast TV, B, cable television, C, DVD sales, or D, streaming?
Well, all of those at some point transformed the industry, but I'm guessing it's talking about streaming.
It is talking about streaming, that is correct. He is 4 for 4, folks. Question number 5. This one, I think you're going to find to be a challenge. How many episodes does the show Abbott Elementary typically produce, allowing writers to support themselves for an entire year? Is it 22, 8, 15, or 12?
Well, it's not 8 because that was the reason that they went on strike, is because episode orders were being reduced to 8 a season. So it's not 8, obviously. It could be 12 or 15. I don't think it's 22 because I don't think anything has 22 episodes anymore. And if writers are able to support themselves, I'm going to guess the upper limit there. So I'll say 15.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, that's going to be wrong.
I'm sorry, the correct answer was 22 episodes.
It is. How about that?
It is.
Okay. I
Yeah,
support,
Abbott
okay.
Elementary has long seasons, and part of the reason, and we forgot to mention this earlier about the episode order thing, but part of the reason is that they want to be able to sustain the writers for, full season. So 22 episodes is traditionally what old school television used to do, and that still maintains it.
Well, I mean, like, good for them. Is that a Netflix show?
It's on ABC.
ABC. Okay. Because I would be surprised if it was a Netflix show, because everything on Netflix is 8 episodes.
Yeah. All right. Question number 6. What are the mini rooms in the context of Hollywood's new production model? Are they A, small production teams, B, writers' rooms for developing scripts without producing, C, editing suites, or D, meeting rooms for negotiations?
That's B.
It is, in fact, B. Circle gets the square. Do you know
That
show?
one I needed
That's
the
an old game
multiple
show.
choice for, though, because I wasn't really sure what the question was asking. So the multiple choice was helpful there.
Awesome. Question number 7. What did the studios agree to increase in response to the WGA's concerns? A, the overall budget for shows. B, minimum rates for writers in development rooms. C, the number of episodes per season. Or D, residuals for streaming shows.
See, I don't actually know where the writer contract landed, so I want to say it was B, because B was, what was B? B was the number of writers for writers' room?
The minimum rates for writers in the development rooms.
Minimum, yeah. I want to say that's what, because I don't recall them actually increasing the episode orders, because otherwise Stranger Things wouldn't have had just 8 episodes. So it can't be that.
Your guess is correct. It is B, the minimum rates for writers in the development rooms. Number next, what year did the last Writers Guild of America strike against the Hollywood studios occur before the current one? Which you kind of touched on earlier.
That was 2009.
So the options here are 2005, 2010, 2007, or 2012.
I don't know why, but 2000. I'm being pulled towards 2005 for some reason, so I'm gonna say 2005. Although it's kind of a shot in the dark.
You had a 25% chance of getting the correct answer on a guess. It was 2007. I'm sorry, you were incorrect.
Yeah.
Close, though. It's the closest one you could have picked with still being wrong. Number 9. What was a major outcome of the 2007-2008 strike? Was it A, increased DVD sales revenue share, B, coverage of internet streaming in the union, C, higher minimum wages for all writers, or D, longer contracts for showrunners?
I think it's, and again, I'm not versed in the Writers Guild issues, but I think it was B, the internet thing.
You are correct. It was in fact B, coverage of internet streaming in the union.
Yeah.
And if I
that
recall,
was
I remember
arising
there
at the
was
time.
like, yeah, that was when a lot of these network televisions used to have like additional content that they would put straight to streaming, like after the show interviews and that sort of thing. And writers were like, hey, like we're making all this stuff. Why don't we get anything for it? And they're like, it's not TV and your contract says TV.
Right.
Number 10, according to the WGA, what percentage of guild writers working in the television industry are being paid minimum rates? Is it nearly 100%,
All of them.
nearly 75%, nearly 50%, or nearly 25%?
See, from my outside point of view, I feel like it's nearly everyone. So, like, I feel like it's A, but I also, like, just economically feel like that doesn't make sense. I feel like it's probably closer to 50%.
50% is the correct answer. All right, number 11. What did the studios offer to address the concerns of the WGA? Was it A, a reduction in working hours, B, a substantial wage increase, C, longer contract terms, or D, more creative control?
So this would be to solve the fact that only 50% of people were making minimum wage.
Correct.
What were the options again?
A reduction in working hours, a substantial wage increase, longer contract terms, or more creative control?
This is going to be another shot in the dark, so I'm going to say like an increase in wage.
You are correct. All right, we're rounding out the final stretch here. Number 12. What are residuals in the context of screenwriting? Are they A, payments for script revisions, B, bonuses for successful shows, C, royalty payments for screenwriters, or D, initial payments for scripts?
It would be C. Although B is like kind of sort of part of it, but it's C.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, it's C.
You've got it correct. Number 13. What was the immediate effect of the strike on late night television shows? A, they continued without writers. B, they hired new writers. C, most went into reruns. Or D, they were canceled.
Well, they weren't canceled. So I think they continued without writers, right?
I'm sorry, that was incorrect. They actually went
Really?
on into reruns, yeah. When the
Reruns.
writer's strike happened, they couldn't you couldn't write jokes or anything for the late night talk shows.
Right. Well,
So they had
I
to go
mean,
into reruns.
yeah, that makes sense.
All right, we have reached the final question, Morgan. Are
I only
you
got
ready
2 wrong
for
so
number
far.
14? I know, you've been doing awesome. All right, so question 14. How has the rise of streaming services impacted writers' compensation according to industry
Negatively.
discussions?
This is all about the writers and not my area of expertise.
It's all right, you're doing better with this one than you do with most quizzes.
I know, it's so
Uh,
strange.
So I'll read the question again, so this way you have it fresh on your mind. But how has the rise of streaming services impacted writers' compensation according to industry discussions? Has it A, increased stability in job assignments, B, decreased need for writers due to reality TV, C, lowered overall compensation due to budget constraints, or D, improved residuals from global viewership?
It's the reality TV thing. Because there's so much reality TV now. Because it's so cheap to make.
So you're saying that the rise of streaming services has decreased the needs for writers due to reality TV.
Well, yeah, because reality TV is unscripted.
reality TV surprisingly does have writers, which I know
I'm not
sounds
saying
insane, but there's
I'm not
writing
saying
credits for all of them.
I know that they have writers that help frame the show, but it's
Yeah.
not a script. They're not scripted shows, so you don't need that many people.
True, yeah. But I just thought it's a fun tidbit because most people think that a reality show would just be like, hey, taping people and playing it. But they actually do take what happens and they try to create a narrative from it, and that
Right.
involves writers. And that's why you always see reality TV shows with writing credits. You're like, what the world do they do?
Yeah, they definitely have writers, and if nothing else, they have to create an arc for the season so that,
Correct.
it's actually interesting and engaging to watch.
So is that your answer then? There was a
Yeah.
decreased need for writers to
Yeah, I mean,
reality TV?
it could be wrong, but I feel like that's the right answer.
Would you like to phone a friend?
No. What friend? What friend would I phone anyway?
Well, you could phone me and I could give you a 50-50 if you want.
Oh, okay. No, I'm gonna stick with my answer. I'm gonna go for the
Okay.
$1 million, having used none of my lifelines, even though I wouldn't be here because I already got 2 wrong.
Okay, so he has selected decreased need for writers due to reality TV. And again, this was about what the discussions claimed the rise of streaming services have done.
Man,
as
you
far as
really need to
impacting writers'
host a
compensation.
show at some point, because what is the answer?
The correct answer was lowered overall compensation due to budget constraints. I'm sorry you did not leave with the $1 million. I had a fund, a GoFundMe that I had pulled up for you, and if you had gotten the final question right, I was going to PayPal it to you. Unfortunately, I will not be doing so.
You
So,
should
my
you should
condolences
keep that
to your-
and
to your
buy. You should keep that and buy a Big Mac.
for $1 million. That better be the best Big Mac of all time if I'm paying $1 million for it.